Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's watercolor card series, I thought we would do a fun, loose little Christmas tree. So it's going to be a little bit different than your normal Christmas trees, but I think it's going to be fun and easy. So what we're first going to start is with our little sketch, and I'm just going to fill it in with just some fresh water, just clean water. And it doesn't have to be super precise. If you go outside of the lines, that's fine, because we're going to make it a little bit messy anyway. If you want it to be, as precise that it can be, that's great. That's up to you. The fun thing with watercolor is no two ways that somebody does it are going to be the same. So, it's hard to, duplicate the same results with watercolor, but that makes it part of the fun too. Because it's never going to be, the same twice. So we're just filling it all in with some water. Okay. So now once you've got that done, we're going to go in with our colors, and you can make this just greens if you want. You can make it bright pinks. You can make it whatever color you want. I think I'm going to make it a little bit of everything. So I'm going to start with maybe some yellow. This is lemon yellow hue. I'm going to tap this in at the top. And then I think I'm going to do some orange. So we've got cadmium orange hue here. Now this part you gotta kind of do fairly fast, just because you don't want the paper to start drying too much and then it bleeds and spreads, but if you don't mind that, that's fine. I'm gonna go in with some cerulean blue hue and just tap that in. A little bit of turquoise in there, or yeah, turquoise too. Okay, just tap that in. I'm going to let them overlap a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with phthalo blue intense and a little bit of no, that's Prussian blue. A little bit of phthalo blue, and I'm going to do down here, I think. Just tap that in. Okay, now it's starting to dry a little bit, so we gotta go a little quick, and we'll get some Hooker's green. I'm gonna tap this in here, a little bit of Hooker's green, and maybe down here a little bit. And then I'm gonna add some cadmium red. I'm gonna just tap this in up here, some cadmium red. I think I'm going to do a little bit of, this is permanent rose. Just tap some of that in down here. Some permanent rose. And I might do just a little bit of maybe like a yellowy green. So I'm going to get some sap green, a little bit of lemon yellow hue, and just tap this in here. Just tap it in. And I'm just letting them kind of bleed together. And then for the little stem part, I'm going to do some sepia and a little bit of Hooker's green. And we'll just tap that in down here. All right, so that's fun and easy, right? You get to play with your colors, you get to pick whatever you want. So now we've got to let this dry, and then we can go back on top and either add some more colors, or we can add some splashes and things like that. So I'll see you back when this is dry. Okay, so now that our card is dry, you can see how the colors have mixed, and we've gotten some really cool and some really nice transitions into the colors, and then the ones on the ends are kind of like the brighter version of that color. So now you can leave it at this if you want. what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and just add some speckles and some splatters everywhere. So I'm going to take a number 2 and a number 8, and I'm just going to kind of go like this with all of our different colors. So we'll first start off with our lemon yellow, and we'll have to clean this off because now it's got some of that green on there from mixing it. That's fine. I just want a nice bright yellow. So we'll get that cleaned off. Okay, and we'll go in with our lemon yellow hue. And you want this to be, you know, fairly wet so that you can get some nice splatters, but it doesn't have to be dripping wet. And I'm just going to do some little ones. You know what? I think I might do a bigger brush. I didn't want too big of splatters, but it's not really giving me what I want. So I'm going to do my number 6. I want just a little bit bigger, a little bit more noticeable. There we go. So there, so that's some nice, you know, I might even just dab a little bit. Okay. Then I'll go in with that orange, so our cadmium orange hue. And I'm just gonna, you know, do some splatters over here. Pick up a little bit more water. And then we'll do our red. So this was our Lisbon Crimson red. Make sure we've got, you know, enough water on there. Ooh, that's really gonna go now. There. And I'm gonna get some of that pink. So this was Permanent Rose. There we go. And then a little bit of that sap green. Just to add that into the mix. There we go. And then on our other side, I'm going to do some of that cerulean blue hue. Now I'm going to kind of cover this over because I don't want it onto the back of the card. If it gets onto the back, doesn't matter, but there we go. And then our hooker's green. And just let that splatter. And then we went in with our phthalo blue, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to let some of that splatter too. And then we'll do a little bit of that. So we did some of this, some of this. I'll just do a tiny little bit of brown down at the bottom. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go back in with the orange and do a little bit more orange on this side, maybe a little bit on this side, and then some of the yellow. Just to get a little bit more in there. And you know what? Let's do some more hooker's green. Maybe a smidgen of Viridian. And I'm just going to pull our card out just a bit. So you can see you can get as crazy or as little spatters as you want. There. I like that. It's like a colorful snowstorm. There. So that's our Christmas card for day 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you make this your own version. or if you want to do the same colors, that's totally up to you. So if you guys liked this, then please make sure to subscribe and like this video. And hit the notification bell so that you're told when I'm putting out the next video. So these Christmas cards are going to be going up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays until Christmas. So please stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching.